recording.
Okay. I haven't done this song in a long time now. When I first got saved, I was singing and making music a lot. Daryl Jones, I was up in his office. I was saved under Daryl, and he always tried to keep me busy that first summer because he's scared I'd get into trouble if he turned me loose. So I drove places with him. I went to the hospital with Daryl. I didn't know that Daryl was kind of working on me the whole time. I didn't know what was going on there, but I thought he was just trying to keep me out of trouble. And I never thought I could stand up and talk to anybody about what Jesus had done for me. You know, it just seems. But the thing is, if God gave you a testimony, you should be ready to share that. You might not be able to walk through the Romans road, but you know what? Everybody ought to be able to say, well, this is what Jesus did for me, and he can do it for you. Yeah. And I was up in his office one day, and I started singing a little song I'd been working on. And Daryl stops me and goes, "That's your testimony song." And I was like, "Who?" And he goes, "On the night I got baptized, I sang this song at Freedom Baptist Church up in the old sanctuary. It is storming. I got in the water with Daryl, and Daryl looks up and the lightning flashes and we're waist deep in water. And Daryl goes, 'Good thing is if we go, I'll meet you in heaven.'" And I was sitting there like, "You're out of your mind, man." After doing all those other songs, I got to get this one in my head. I tried to find it in that glass of whiskey. I tried to find it in that bottle of pills. Looked for it in so many different places, never realizing it was you. I tried to find it in some blonde-haired beauties. I tried to find it in some one-night stands. But I was lost all alone, but I searched. And you never gave up on me. Well, I'm living right now, but I wouldn't back then. Well, I thank God for the changes since I confessed my sins. I'm a living right now, but I wouldn't back then. Hey man, you can see the difference, and I ain't going back again. When I was a kid, my brother would drag me to this church that used to be out on Lookout Mountain. And there was this picture of Jesus hung right over the pulpit. And I can remember Saturday, you didn't live the way you ought to live on the Saturday. And my brother would drag me out on some of those Sundays. And I'd always look at that picture, and I swear it's like a trick picture, because wherever you sat, you couldn't hide. It like he was always looking at you. And so there was Jesus staring you down every Sunday morning. Drove me batty. So I wrote this. I tried to look you in the eye last Sunday. Oh, I'd like to finally make my mama proud. If I could be the man that you dreamed of, maybe I can do it somehow. I'd like to be a father for some children. I'd like to someday find all the words that would bring peace and joy to this heart, and bring me back home. But I'm living right now, but I wouldn't back then. I thank God for the changes since I before I was supposed to sing that for my baptism, I played that for a friend. He said, man, that's a good country song. I woke up somewhere in the middle of the night, and all that was on my mind was, I could just feel God laying it on me. Don't you let anybody think this is a country song. So I got up in the middle of the night and wrote one more verse. So many things have come and changed. I've watched the sadness all disappear since I found the Father and the Son and the Spirit lives in me. Woo! Well, I'm living right now, but I wouldn't back then. I thank God for the changes since I confess my sin. I'm living right now, but I wouldn't back then. Hey folks, you can see the difference, and you know what? I ain't going back again. Woo! I have not done that song in years.
I remember when you did it.
You